Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of Not a Real Court. I today am your judge and host, Pope Matthew the 14th, which Pope definitely the name that he should have taken. Matthew meaning gift of God. What more thing can you ask for if you're going to be Pope other than gift of God? But today, as you can see with my first I'm back from Disney. Sorry about the little hiatus. I know it was a little bit of my fault, but I, as a great dad, took my kids to Disney, like the other dads here have, obviously too, right?
No. Remember when we completely discussed how you're the only one that goes yearly, and we have
Yep.
never attended?
You're
Or no,
missing
I'm sorry.
out.
Kenny attended when he was still within the womb, I believe.
I was like 3 when I was 2 or 3 years old. That ain't been since.
I'll tell you that going with 3 is definitely a lot harder than it was with 2, but Link will tell you he hugged Pluto, which was a big step because last time he screamed and did not want to be anywhere near them. And I'm pretty sure my daughter hugged Mickey for like 2 straight minutes, like did not let go. And that was I love that part. So I'm just saying, that's the great part of fatherhood, and that's what these gentlemen and I are going to discuss today is a piece of fatherhood. But first, I want to do my introductions. Above me to that way is the bad guy, Kenny.
Oh yeah.
And the other side, raising his hand, that is the formerly judge, but not for this episode, but still kind of the judge, Joe.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
Did anyone in your family try to free Pluto? Because he is a slave.
We discussed that he was a slave.
So did you just hug him and say, keep up the good work, or did you try to get him out of there?
Listen, I worked there too. We weren't slaves. We were indentured servants to the rat.
I'm talking Pluto specifically. There's a dog that has him as a dog.
It's so wild.
Wait. Is he Goofy's or is he Mickey's?
No, but Goofy's the neighbor.
Yeah, but he's the mouse's dog. He's not the dog's dog.
Yeah, but Mickey's into BDSM, and he has that dog chained up. Don't let him talk or nothing.
I thought he was Goofy's dog, but if he is Mickey's dog, that's still weird because it's like, why is he?
Yeah, you're friends with a dog, but then you're going to have a dog as a slave. Think about it.
Unless he's got a kink.
So am I wrong that Goofy really was a dog, but he was into cows? Like, I thought he was a cow.
Was a cow.
I mean, Amish people are into cows.
I mean, you're not wrong. They had I forget what the chick cow's name is that he's with. I'll have to look it up and figure it out. But anyway,
cow.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I don't remember a cow.
Yeah, I think you're making shit up. That's one of them Mandela effects.
Listen. I'm not going to listen
he's the only one that knows about it.
To you guys when we're talking about anything that has to do with Disney. And that, by the way, it's Clarabelle Cow. Clarabelle Cow.
I know Disney. I just ain't been to Disney since I was 3.
Well, you should go.
We aren't loaded.
It's a magical time. You'll have a magical time. Oh, but what was important for me on that trip, though, with 3 toddlers, was a number of items that saved me in different spots. Like throughout the course of the day, dealing with the kids, you need to have some of those security items. And so that is what we're going to draft today. I've asked the boys, since they also have dealt with toddlers in their lives, to create for me the master list of items that you must have as a toddler dad. So things that will take you to that extra level of fatherhood, or just give you that break so that you don't murder somebody along the way and go all Chris Benoit in the family. But so for the draft, we're looking at all those different items, and I'll tell you, I'll give you some extra bonus points for some creativity or things that you'll teach me of things that I should have as a toddler dad that I don't, and then also just ones that are near and dear to my heart, ones that I know that have saved me along the way. I'm going to give some bonus points for as well. So bring up the board, and by way of a random draft before the episode started, Judge Joe has the opening pick.
Sorry, I completely forgot. We have to pull up a board. We haven't hired anyone for this yet. We're looking, though, if you're interested to apply to be one of our people on the podcast. We currently pay nothing, but you get the experience of being here.
It's an internship, unpaid internship.
Yeah, you're absolutely not getting paid.
Wait, are we getting
All right.
paid? You guys get paid?
Nope.
Am I not getting paid? All right. So it's not just
Travis gets paid.
Goddamn Travis.
All right.
All right,
so I
Joe.
get the first overall pick.
First pick, most important item as a toddler dad to have.
Going with a car seat.
Good one.
All right.
It's a good one. Right. I'm going to go with the baby gate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because especially when they're at toddler stage and they running around and shit, like, you need to sit your ass down. Yeah, you can't go nowhere.
My dog knows how to open the baby gates, and it bothers me so bad.
My daughter does too. She can she'll literally you'll see her slide it out the way, and then she'll go and do her thing.
We have the ones that are drilled into the wall, but it has the door handle where you have to pull it and then open it, and then it opens. But he'll move his nose on it and bite it so he can do both. Just pop it open. It's like, you fucking asshole.
Oh, no, I don't have one that's drilled to the wall, but mine is just it's a collapsible one. So like saying once it spreads out, I have it behind. I have one side behind the couch, the other side behind this bookcase, and literally she'll just be sliding out the couch, and then go around it.
We had that slide one. Then the kids started climbing over top of it pretty easy, so we had to get the drill in the whole wall one. And that one definitely makes a difference. But yeah, mine's got the button you got to push down, and then you got to slide it, so it's got a little double activity to keep them from. So they haven't figured it out yet. But also, it's got to go back up soon because the youngest one's about to start crawling any minute.
And my next one is Miss Rachel.
Damn it,
Miss Rachel specifically, because she be teaching. She teaches a lot of stuff, man.
Yep. I saw a reel the other day where it was it was just somebody criticizing a mom, criticizing a dad, or that wasn't criticizing, but said something like, "Oh, look at you babysitting." The dad's like, "Excuse me, I'm not babysitting my own children." And he turns over and the kids are watching Miss Rachel. He's like, "She is." And that's
Miss Rachel,
100% my life.
I always shout out Miss Rachel.
All right, next
Joe,
one.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. I'm gonna go with a tablet though.
That's a good one. It's a good one. You can watch Miss Rachel on your tablet.
Yes, you can. You can also watch Bluey though. All right, next one. This is going to be one of the most important ones in my household, and that is the toy wrestling belts. Because if we didn't have those, there wouldn't be a reason for us to RKO each other throughout the house.
So who has what belt?
Currently, Arya is holding 6 of them. Yeah, it's hard for me to really crush her, So she's the CEO of the household, we'll call her.
In charge of the corporation. I respect it. All right, Kenny.
So my next two have to deal with each other. The first one are flushable wipes.
Ah, God, I'll fucking kill a child that puts that down my toilet.
And then the next one is a wipe warmer. I don't know if you ever used that, but
no, I've never have. Explain to me this wipe warmer.
Basically, it's like a little machine you put your wipes into. You put them in as is, and then it heats up your wipes for you. Because my daughter, she used to always. So what was that?
In the container still?
Yeah.
So also then when I'm pulling it out, I have to fight the stupid bag to make sure it doesn't pull out 70 of them.
Nope. Nope. You don't have to do all that. But like I said, you have the wipe warmers because my daughter literally, when she was able to talk, she told me it's cold because she used to always cry when I would when we would change her diaper and give her the wipe. She'd be freaking out. I'm like, why is she freaking out? But then she told me, she's like, it's cold. so then we got the wipe warmer, and she's like, all right, you good now. She never complained since then.
All right. See, we thought we just went to the softer ones, the softer wipes. It's kind of going through the same thing. I never thought about the cold piece.
Yeah, the fact that it's cold pissed her off.
All right. Judge Joe, you're up next.
Sunscreen. Or moon screen if you're Matt.
So for the entire time that I was down in Florida, as you can tell, I was down there for 2 weeks with how the light is polling off my head here. But
I forgot about that.
I regularly
I will never forget
the
that.
kids SPF 50. It's still a thing. I don't care. I don't give a shit what you say.
You can say all you want. I still don't believe it.
All right, next pick.
Next one, I'm gonna go with a fanny pack of snacks.
That's a good one. I was gonna go snacks next. So that's a good one.
What? I just want to know for you specifically. You got 3 snacks in there. What are they?
Mini muffins, granola bars, and some sort of gummy.
Ooh, see, I still am scared of the gummies with them. Probably would have gone goldfish in there with the other one, but I like those first 2 picks.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have. Go like
Chips is the one that I'll fucking. Arya choked on a chip the one day when I was watching. It was probably halfway through the Bills game, so I was deep. And Abby went into the house for something, and me and 2 of my friends were there. And Arya turned around, and her face was blue, and she had a chip stuck in her throat. And I have never been so scared in my life. And I'm like, dude, why is this happening right now? Like, I was just not in a state to be doing that. But luckily, she's still with us today.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine would be goldfish crackers.
Grippos.
It would be no. Even though she does like spicy chips and she likes sour candy, but it would be goldfish crackers. I would do, like you said, granola bars as well, and then I'd probably do like fruit snacks because she loves fruit snacks. But for mine, for my next one, I'm gonna go with a sensory toy, like any kind of like squishy ball, things like that.
I like
Something
the crinkly ones.
Something plays music. You said what?
I like the crinkly ones.
And then my next one is a sippy cup. Because my daughter be like, nah.
We found these bomb ass like 360 cups that like they're absolutely no spill, and they're just like when you suck on the edges of them, that like lifts the plastic up enough to where you can sip through them. And they've been very good about drinking through cups. Now,
Oh, you can make them spill.
I mean, yes, actually, every time Logan throws hers off of off of her seat and hits the floor, it usually gets a little bit of a splatter, but then the rest of it stays in. It's not that bad. All right, Joe, you're up. Back-to-back picks.
All right, I'm going with a pair of Crocs for the kids. The easy shoes.
Pair of Crocs. Okay.
The Sippy Cup was a tough one to go up against, so I understand the throwaway.
Freezy Pops.
Pretty sure the kids had 3 popsicles or ice creams each while they were at Disney.
This is going to be a little more vague, I feel like, but I'm going to say rewards. Say rewards. Like, if they do something good, give a little piece of candy. Whatever it is you have as a reward, I say give them that. I don't know if you allow that, but
bribery.
Not bribe. Well, not bribery. It's just like, hey, you counted to 10. Here you go, piece of candy. Or hey, use the bathroom by yourself and didn't pee on yourself. Here goes a piece of candy.
No, we really did do that for the bathroom. That was he got a piece of candy for peeing and then would get an actual.
That's what we did.
That was the only thing that started to work after a minute. So
the peeing worked, not the pooping though. That's the one. She was still taking a dump on herself. It was just the peeing once she got that down.
Peeing was early. Pooping definitely took a little bit, but now we're there. Thank God, because I was over that.
Oh yeah, no, we're not there.
He was
yet,
taking poops.
We learned. I don't know the name of this, but like the little things that you put in the corner of like tables and stuff, like the guard. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the actual name for it, but like you
cut in half tennis balls.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, we had a little clear
corner
thing.
guards.
Yeah,
that's what they're called.
Those clear ones are much nicer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because like especially with towers, they running around sprinting. You're like, hey, and then they run right to the table. You're like, okay, they're safe.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know what we got. All right, Joe.
Going with a change of clothing.
That's a good one. That was my next one. That was a good one.
And then I'm gonna go with a I don't know if you guys have this. Actually, I know Matt does because it's always where my child hangs out when we go there. But like the play corner that you have in your living room.
Yeah.
All right. No, I know what you're talking about because I have that one corner that she goes to, but it's like my entire house now. I don't know.
Right, but you know what I'm talking about though, the spot where like everything mainly sits, like where you have like you had like the race car track thing going and stuff.
Yes.
Or where you
Yes.
just have like that, like we have like a big ass, it's like a coffee table, but it's up against the wall and it has like their dollhouse on the top, and then it has like a bunch of like storage bins underneath it for them to pull out and stuff. So like
Yes.
that, like the play corner.
Play corner.
Even though mine's not in a corner, but
Nobody puts baby in the corner. All right, Caddy.
I'm going a nightlight.
pussies.
Because if your kid's afraid of the dark, give him a nightlight.
Ooh, my kid just started sleepwalking over the past couple months, and I'll tell you what, that is a fear I never want to experience for anyone. I don't even know how to explain it.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'll have to say that the first time I experienced it, I was in a state of mind, right? And I was back here playing video games. I go into the kitchen. It's probably like 11 o'clock at night on a weekday. I go into the kitchen and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cook up a bowl of cereal. Not cook. I don't know why the fuck I said that. I'm gonna make up a bowl of cereal.
I was doing the same thing.
Honestly, when you first said cook, I was like, you ain't cooking shit. I know you.
Yeah. So I was gonna make a bowl of cereal, and then I heard something, and I turned, and keep in mind I'm in like the pitch black doing this, just using the microwave light, the like above the range light, and I turn and I see Arya in the corner of the room in the dark, and I'm just like, "What are you doing?" And she's just staring at me, and I'm like, "Arya," and she's nothing. Nothing. I'm like, Ari, you need to respond to me right now. And she is not saying a single thing. She's just staring at me. And I start walking towards her. She fucking books it down the hallway. You know where I book it? Straight to Abby. She's sleeping. I go in there. I shake her. I'm like, you need to wake the fuck up right now. I cannot perform an exorcism.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what my mind is. I wouldn't like the moment she's staring at me, or she's like in the corner and she's looking at the corner, and like I'm like, hey, I'm not touching my daughter. If she's looking in the corner, just no. Nope. That's how all the demons turn around and she got the face that's not normally her face. Nope, not doing that.
Yeah, so Abby went into the room and was like trying to calm her down, and Arya's like, you're not doing it the same way my mom does it. And she's saying stuff like that, and I'm like, no! Like, we cannot be having this happen right now. I cannot, but like, exorcisms are supposed to be real. And
there's never a good time for exorcism, though,
yeah.
to be real. There's never a good time for an exorcism. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, but we finally get her like calmed down, and then she's like, why did you guys wake me up? And we're like, what do you mean? And she's like, why are you guys in my room waking me up? Like, she was so confused, just like out of nowhere. She like snapped out of it. And then, you know what needed to happen from there? She asked me to spend the night in her room with her.
Yeah, she was been sitting there.
Yep, can't say no to that. You know how hard it was to sleep that night? Pretty fucking hard. Yeah, so don't recommend sleepwalking.
I'm taking like every sharp object out of her room at that point. You ain't killing me tonight.
Oh, I was terrified. I was like, there's so many different ways I could die in this room.
Like, we all float down here.
God, I hope they haven't seen like that in the new Final Destination for you. You're just like,
I'm going to see that this weekend. I can't wait.
I can't wait. That movie's gonna be so good. I need to rewatch all of them though.
I was debating if I should go back and watch them all again.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm gonna start tonight.
I will be nowhere near that movie.
Oh, I hate those movies because they give me so much stress, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm here. The trailer got me.
I've finally seen the trailer. I haven't seen it yet, but I finally seen the trailer with the part in the tattoo parlor or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh.
yeah. I'm never getting a tattoo again.
That one, and then when the ladies, the other trailers when the dude's making like he's like trying to get a glass of ice, and literally the glass breaks, and then it's like near the thing of ice. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not ready for this. I know it's gonna fall in. I was like, I don't want this. I don't want it. But yeah, for my next one, I am going to go with those little like clear things you put on the doorknobs, like
Yes.
so they can't turn it. Yeah, I don't know the name of that. I don't know the name of half this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, by the way.
I know what you mean. The doorknob protector.
Yeah, yeah, that. So they can't open the door and shit and leave.
Yeah, that is on. Those are on 2 doors in my house. It's on the pantry door and my bedroom. Stay the fuck out of those 2 places.
We had them on all the doors until I got locked in the bathroom and couldn't get myself out and felt like a child. So then we removed them.
Wait. Why do you have it on the inside?
It was one to stop them from being able to lock it because we had a child lock himself in our bathroom.
Don't you just have one of like those little like key things you just pop in and pop the lock?
No, but that also really bothers me that there's a lock on the door, but you literally just need to poke a pin in it.
Yeah. Not wrong.
But luckily, my stepbrother was here, so he was able to. It apparently just keeps a lock picking case on him, so he was able to get it open.
Criminal.
Good to know. Okay, good to know not to leave your brother alone at any point in my house.
Yeah,
criminal.
All right, Joe, you got 2 picks.
All right, how many rounds are we doing?
I mean, I was gonna let you see how far you guys could go, but I was initially pegging it for 15.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm running out.
I'm running out too. I say go to number 13 on the line.
Sure. Well, that's maybe that's an even number though.
That's fine. We'll do a sudden death if we need to.
All right.
I'm gonna go with a fenced yard.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go with a pet for them.
You had to pick one pet. What are you picking?
Well, I'm not gonna. I like litter boxes. I love my cats to death, but oh my lord, the day I don't have to clean a litter box is gonna be a good day. That shit's so annoying.
Not a cat, but that's not necessarily a pick. It's just not a pick.
Yeah, it's a dog. I ain't getting anything else. What, you want me to get a fucking snake or a turtle?
I mean, I got fish. They fucking love the fish.
Yeah, they're super cool. How do you play with them? Toss a flake in there.
Yeah.
You know, little kids, they be having their whole face in the thing.
Yeah, you can't see all the handprints and shit on there, but
yeah, wait till they knock it over.
Yeah.
There's your final destination when they grab onto it to look in the top.
Like Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah. Not the lionfish. Start selling his body so he can replace his guppies.
That movie is wild. I'm going diapers for my next one. Need diapers. They're gonna shit on themselves. And then
all right, your last pick?
My last pick is the best pick in this entire thing. You guys ready for it? Bubbles. Toddlers love bubbles. I don't understand why, but they do. My daughter screams for it. Bubbles!
Literally. I think kids got like 3 different types of bubbles in their Easter baskets.
We went to Frozen on Ice, and literally, I got the little like bubble machine thing. It was like $45, and she wasn't even watching Frozen anymore. She was just shooting bubbles from random people.
Joe and I each have the same. It's like a bubble bazooka. You just kind of dip in the water. And
yeah, thing shoots like 50 thousands
bubble things out.
Yeah, and I felt bad for people next to us. She's just aiming literally at their faces, just random strangers, just at their face.
Our town did a foam bubble party last summer. The kids had a fucking ball at.
And she ended up breaking it as soon as we got home too. I was like $45 down the drain.
Hey, no, those got a lifetime warranty on them.
Okay.
Any of the Disney on Ice products got lifetime warranties. Fun fact.
Didn't know that. I'm going to go turn mine in then. Yeah. She broke that the moment we got home.
All right, Joe. Final pick.
Oh God, I was so confused. This merged into my grocery list. I was like, pepperoncinis. I'm gonna go with a slide of some sort. Like either if you have the little Tykes one, or if you got the make it like a slide out of, so like we have like it's made of wood, but it's still slippery. Not like the wooden ones we had to go down when we were children.
Those are the best though. Don't talk shit about those. But I do
The
have the
metal
little dice one.
slides.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Just real quick, just looking at those last couple of groups of rounds, slide and fucking bubbles is gonna be a tough one, honestly. Compared to all the other ones. All right. So let's start seeing who won this tournament. So, round one with the first overall pick, Joe took the car seat. Kenny taking the baby gate. Both very important. Very important for keeping your baby safe. I'm gonna go with baby gate here though, because I feel like a car seat is just something you're supposed to have anyway. Like that just for me,
You'd think.
I'm gonna have that. This was meant to be like a what do I need? What do I need to have specifically to like make my life easier? Car seat.
You ever see someone with a young child that doesn't have a car seat? Because I've seen that plenty of times.
I mean, in like the '60s. I don't know. Maybe people who go to Disney put their kids in car seats. Those are the people only around.
Also, if Kenny would have said a leash, I was gonna fight him through this camera.
No, I don't know. I have a black child. I'm not putting my child on leash.
Saw plenty of leashes while I was down in Disney.
I cannot. The leash bothers me so bad.
Yeah, I will say. And then on top of it, like I said, white mom, light skinned baby, leash looks crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that would be a crazy look. And I would never put a leash on my child anyway. I always thought that was goofy.
But I would understand like on
No,
like a 2 or 3 year old that likes to run. But like I saw a mom having one on like a 7-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not putting a leash on my child ever. Like that looks crazy in public.
I remember seeing
Jimmy just tugging.
I remember seeing someone at the mall doing the fucking ripping them back with it.
I would have laughed my ass off if I seen that in real life.
All right, for round two, so Miss Rachel and a tablet. These two are probably to me the top two. And this is tough because I can definitely make the argument that you can use the tablet to watch Miss Rachel. They're both things for learning. They both definitely take like that. Make sure that they're learning things along the way. But the tablet for me, A, is slightly expensive, and B, continuing the slightly expensive. Lincoln has bought more things than I understand how on that tablet. No matter how many things have protected of like put in a password that he has to use. Miss Rachel, thank God, is still free on YouTube, so I'm going to give her the edge there. I'll take anything that's free.
I think that you're pretty old in age if you can't figure out how to stop them from buying things, because I've never had our experience that.
I have a 5-digit password and then a full passcode, like written passcode, and he still somehow bought a $15.
That's the issue. You wrote down the passcode.
No, but he does try to watch the screen when we're putting in the 5-digit code, and I'm like, bro, no, get out of here. Get out of here.
See, we have it where the only way to do it is that it sends a request through my email that I have to approve on my Amazon account.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gigi definitely almost bought $155 worth of Amazon shit. Like
so
Arya like a month ago on my mom's phone.
Arya has bought one thing before, but it was on my Fire Stick, and I'm honestly not even mad because it was the MLB package. So like I was like, fuck, that was $150, but I was like, I'm gonna use it.
I hope you made her watch every game with you as punishment.
No,
Dad, she likes it. It's the Reds.
All right, next one on the toy wrestling belts or the flushable wipes. I'm gonna agree with Joe on this one, where there's no such fucking thing as flushable wipes. That's a terrible thing. That's terrible advertisement. So I'm going with the toy wrestling belts.
I just knew that was the name. That's the only reason why I said I've never flushed wipes down the toilet. I throw them in the trash.
Sunscreen versus the wipe warmer. The wipe warmer makes me actually mad that I'm just finding out about that now. But at the same time, sunscreen, if you don't have that, your kid, that's just a miserable time. So I'm definitely going with sunscreen there. the fanny pack full of snacks versus the sensory toy. There I'm with the fanny pack full of snacks. That's a tough one to beat. That's a key. Next round of Crocs versus a sippy cup. Definitely am not taking Crocs at all.
Yeah, you're weak.
Go sippy cup there. Freezy Pops versus our reward / bribery, but not really bribery, just a little bit of convincing. I'm still gonna go Freezy Pops though on that one. That's a big win for the kids each time.
And they're so cheap.
They really are. Corner guards versus a change of clothing. Man.
Fuck their heads, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
but like, especially if you don't feel like
who cares? Who cares if they run into a corner?
You said
who cares if they run into a corner? What if they shit themselves?
I mean,
yeah,
listen,
but like, go at least my child's gonna be alive.
Like, I know that's upset. I'm not taking them to the hospital. There's no blood. Shitting themselves, which I also experienced on the Disney trip. That you just got to take them to the bathroom and just wash it all off.
I was gonna say you can hose them down real quick, hose them down, but you can't hose down a dented head.
I'm gonna go with the corner guards on that one. All right. Play corner versus the nightlight. I'm gonna go with nightlight on that one. Because they are afraid of the dark. I don't think they don't like that at all. The doorknob protector versus the fenced yard. I'm not gonna lie. There's just so much of my life that I enjoy that I can just let them run around in the backyard with no issue. So I'm gonna go with fenced yard on that one.
I'm not mad at that one at all. I'm not mad at that one.
A pet versus diapers. I'm gonna, just like I said in the round, I feel like diapers is just one of those things that you're gonna have regardless. And I think a pet, it goes a long way, especially with the dogs. So I'm gonna go pet on that one.
I know someone uses cloth diapers and that shit bothers me.
Well, he just said diapers. It doesn't say which one it is. And yes, whoever uses cloth diapers, if you are friends with them, you should no longer be friends with them. That's silly. Or you should just throw a diaper party for them so that they just don't have to buy them themselves. That's the issue. And then the last one, slide versus the bubbles, is so hard for me because there's so much love for both. I've only had to buy one slide, which has been so nice, and I can't tell you how many different bubble machines that I have. But we've also are at the point of making our own bubbles because it's just that important. So I think I have to go bubbles on that one.
Hey.
Sudden death.
One. We're at sudden death?
Yep.
All right. Joe, you had the last pick, I believe, right?
Yeah, you had the last pick.
You get the first pick of this one.
All right. Just because I never win drafts, I'm going to pull out the fucking card for you. All right?
Annual Disney Pass.
Annual Disney Pass.
You were just talking about how like, oh, we can't do this because they didn't have enough money for it. Now we're doing annual Disney Pass. It's crazy.
Well, that's why I saved all the money for the Disney Pass with all those other things.
That's crazy.
No, I was gonna go with a trip to Disney, but I can't now that you said that because that's stealing. So I'm gonna go with a bike.
Bike. Ooh, I like that one. All right, Kenny with the rebuttal.
I'm gonna go with a like play kitchen. Like they have like a little play oven and all that stuff, like that little fake food.
Yeah, you better learn how to cook for your future job.
I give you both negative points that nobody brought up Bluey through this whole thing. You both are stupid.
I fucking brought up Bluey with the tablet, asshole.
Yeah, he did say tablet. So that's pretty much everything.
I said Bluey with the tablet. Oh, well, I said you might got Miss Rachel, but I got Bluey on the tablet.
He did say that.
All right, well then I guess I should give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, and we'll go with bike then to call it even.
Oh, let's fucking go! I can finally stop drafting.
No, I do think bike's the right pick there, though. I'm gonna be all about the energy type thing rather than sitting and playing with plastic, whatever.
I'm not mad at it.
Good draft. Good draft.
That was a good draft.
Joe, you won one. With me judging, I'm proud
First
of you.
of the year.
You should be. I'm sorry. As a dad, I got to take it back. I'm not proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You shouldn't worry about me being proud of you.
Wait, you tell your kids I'm not proud of you. You should be proud of yourself.
I don't tell him I'm not proud of them. I just
okay. I was like, damn.
I just won't tell him I'm proud of him in those spots rather than saying, "Hey, I'm proud of you." I was, you should be proud of yourself.
Look, I told my daughter I'm proud of her so much that she says it to me now. Like she comes to me, she'll be like, I'll be eating my food. She'll be like, "Dad, you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you." Like I'm just
the one I love right now. Link still has confused like "I love you" with Valentine's Day. So whenever we say "I love you," he'll just go, "Happy Valentine's Day." Happy Valentine's Day, buddy.
Happy Valentine's Day. My daughter's obsessed with Halloween, so she constantly says "Happy Halloween" or "Trick or treat."
Halloween, la la la.
When Halloween back around again, she's gonna love it.
We have blow up Jack Skellington and a blow up. What's the bad guy?
Kenny.
His name. No,
yeah, I've never seen that movie in full.
Let's say if you had to blow up Kenny, that's crazy.
Are you serious?
I've seen it in like I think I've seen like the majority of it, but I don't think I've seen it in full.
Oogie Boogie, there it is. I came up with it. We got to blow up Oogie Boogie. Blow up Jack Skellington. He fucking loves those.
Kind of name Oogie Boogie?
Because I'm the Oogie Boogie man.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Snake eyes. All right. I've done enough talking in this episode. So, Joe, congratulations on the win. Send us home.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
Winner, chicken dinner.
You can find us at t13media.com. Rate, review. Keep us at the #1 podcast of all time on t13media.com. And with that being said, case closed.